We are Naresh and Smita. We are sponsored, mentored, and coached by none other than Going Diamonds, KD and Nidhi, and part of Pankaj and Archana, Rajesh and Ritu, and then Chetan and Vinita's team. And as you know, we are so grateful for each and every one of them, because of them, our life is so much more fulfilled, so much better. We feel so. Yes, we have not accomplished everything that we wanted to, but so much more accomplished than where we were. And if it just a thought of not meeting them, it's actually scared us. That's a nightmare for us. What would have happened if we had not met to KD and Nidhi and to this team? And that's a, oh my God. We say, we have no direction, nothing in life. And we're so thankful that we have today everything and more than what we could have thought of that time when we met this team. And I'm so proud to have a wonderful business partner, as I said, who always keep me grounded. And she has tremendous work ethic, right from morning till evening. She has heart for people, heart for business, and I love to watch her, doing the process appointments. Oh my God, a lot of my notes, a lot of my points actually come from watching her. Tremendous reader, tremendous leader, and one fantastic human being, with such a soft heart and such a caring heart for each and every one of us. And I'm so blessed that she said yes when I proposed. And I think I'm very fortunate that she decided to marry with me. So I would give it to my business partner, the best half of my life and the most wonderful part of my life, Smita. Please put your hand together and help me invite Smita.
Hello, everybody. It was so nice seeing you all today, and can't wait to see you all over here doing the board presentation, doing the training, we making the notes. Okay, but thank you so much, Rajesh and Ritu, for putting us on the agenda today. And we are very, very thankful, as we said, throughout our line of sponsorship, KD, Nidhi, Pankaj and Archana, Rajesh and Ritu, Chetan and Vinita. So today our training is going to be very, very simple. So today our the topic is run with calendar, okay, and literally run with calendar. So not whole lot to talk, but something to show for as well. Why calendar? Okay, I mean, nobody taught us why calendar growing up, right? Did somebody teach you in the elementary school or middle school or high school or this? Like everybody put something on our calendar and they said run. But nobody told us that you also have a choice to put your priority on your calendar and then run. Why only it should be allocated by somebody else? Why not us? It's my life. I will control it. Why everybody else is controlling our life? Okay. And this thing I never thought before. Never ever thought that why calendar is important. Why my priorities are important. Because somebody says, my father said, do this, I'm doing this. My teacher said, do this, I'm doing that. My boss said, do this, I'm doing that. But have you ever felt, if nobody said, do this, you don't know what to do. Then you know what you do. Now, who is directing you? Netflix says, oh, watch this movie. I'm adding this. I'm watching that. Oh, YouTube is giving you notification. This is a new video has been added. I'm watching that. And if nobody else give us the direction, then somebody like Netflix, YouTube, social media start giving us direction. It's my life, it's my time, it's my resources, and we have never been taught how to use it. Okay, and I know you might have better background than me, but I was never taught. So far, if nobody taught, it's okay. But once you are in this business, this is very basic teaching that your coach starts giving you. Okay. And that is why it's very, very important. Be conscious in booking your calendar, because if you will not book your calendar, somebody else will book your calendar. Okay. Guess what? What is that somebody else is thinking of you and your future? Nothing. Zero. And booking calendar is a work. Now you might be thinking, what should I book in my calendar? Anything that is in your priority. Your business is your priority, your job is your priority, your family is your priority, your health is your priority. Okay, so anything, let's say if you're thinking of, hey, in the morning I will go 30-minute walk every single day, book it in the calendar, because many a times we give time to everybody, even all the member in my family, but we ignore us. Please don't ignore. You are able to do all those because your body is supporting you. And if you will not support your body, one day your body will demand the rest and you don't have a control on that. So give your health some time in your calendar. Now the second thing, job is fixed hours. You cannot do a whole lot, but block that time. Anyway, even if you will not block, you're not going to do anything else. So it's okay. Now the third thing is business. Okay, business. Understand, if you are very, very new, don't worry about a whole lot, but still you can put your time to read the book, your time to listen the audios, your time for the meeting. Block all the things that is there you want in the calendar. Like every Friday, every Sunday should be booked in your calendar. Like 8 o'clock, if somebody says in the Friday night, hey, let's go movie, and you see your calendar and say, no, I have my priority already listed. I am not available. If you really want to go, let's go tomorrow afternoon, if it is free for you. Okay. Because if you learn to respect your own calendar, eventually you will see that people start respecting your calendar as well. If they really want you in their plan, they will plan such a way that it will work for you. Okay. So you don't have to compromise on your priorities. Now, once your calendar is booked, as I said, booking calendar takes time, but once it is booked, running with it is very easy. Okay, you easily know where to say yes, where you to say no. If somebody says me, hey, can we meet at 5 o'clock? Can I come for tea at 5 o'clock at your home? And I don't say yes, come, because I don't know what is there in my calendar. Now, let me check my calendar and I will let you know. Okay, either I will text you or I will call you, because I take permission from my calendar. Okay. Now, again, as I said, our calendar reveals our priority. If nothing is there, then you understand everybody will take their time. You have no priority because nobody has prioritized for you. So it's very, very important thing. And this is the new year for Amway fiscal year 22-23. So September 1st, our new year has started. If you have not yet started seriously with your calendar, this is the time. Okay, so from tonight only, like think tonight, like, hey, what can I do tomorrow? What is in my priority? Start putting. If you have never used calendar, then today install Google Calendar. I don't know what all calendar is there. I use Google Calendar. So install the calendar and start putting the task over there. As I said before also, like Naresh told whole lot of things, but if the processing has not been done, if thinking has been not done over that, there is no point even being there. Okay. So today, like might be I'm taking 15-20 minutes for this topic. Please, that is not for me. That is for you at this point in time. So if you really want me to make or want to make me feel good, I will just say, if you have not calendar, if you don't have calendar, install it just after this call. Okay. If you already have a calendar and you don't use it, start putting the task from today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. I told you, I've just put it in the point here, but yeah, it definitely controls the distraction. Many times we feel that, hey, distraction you cannot avoid. You can. If you have a plan, if you have a task, if you have a priority, you can. Okay. Like, let's say if somebody say, hey, I plan for this weekend, but let's say, we know that, hey, Naresh and Smita is there on the board today, presentation. No Sunday morning plan. Okay. And, discipline and all is very small word, but very big meaning in the life. Okay. So just by scheduling your calendar right, you are disciplining yourself.
Yeah, to them, Smita is sharing, discipline. I learned one thing, either you will discipline yourself or somebody else will. Just look at your life. Either you are getting you disciplined yourself or you're getting disciplined by somebody else. And it's a choice to be made. Who will discipline you? At least you have a choice to put what you want to be. Okay.
So this is my calendar. Okay, there I am intended. I'm in one task. You see, I have not accepted it yet because it was supposed to be our family time. So I'm still confused. 4 o'clock, I'm available or not. But let's see. So this is my calendar for today. And usually my Saturday, Sunday calendar is little free than my weekdays. If you will see, this is my weekdays, like every day. And most of the time I have calendar for the appointments, but I do have calendar for some, like if I'm running some kids book club, or if I have to walk, I just put some time over there. even the team huddles. Okay. So this is my calendar. So right now I have not started even booking my calendar for Monday, Tuesday, but still you just see by default, there are so many things over there. Okay. If anybody asks, I never tell people that I am free at this point in time. My just automatic or automated answer is, let me check my calendar. Okay. So let's say like Saturday evening, I run some book reading club for the kids in the team. So here is, it's blocked. Okay. So you will just see everything what I do is in the calendar, and that makes my life so easy. Right now my life is crazy. We are in the process of moving to Georgia. We are operating with 25% of stuff in Connecticut. Okay, it's not easy, but whatever I am doing, but if I know, like let's say I have 2 o'clock meeting, okay, I will do everything to make myself free at 2 o'clock. But let's say if 2 o'clock meeting is not there, I'm just doing the same thing what can be done in 1 hour. I will just keep doing for the whole day. Okay. So calendar definitely controls you. And just I have only one request, that start running from the calendar from today itself. If you are not doing it, and if you are inconsistent, become consistent. And if you don't even use it, then install it. So with that, I am done, and I'm giving it to Naresh. I mean, he is amazing partner to me. And believe me, whatever I am able to do it, because Naresh supports me 100%, not only in the business, but he has a full-time job. He take care of the family like anything. He take care of the home like anything. Like home is packed 75%. What is my contribution? 5%. I think I can take 5% credit, Naresh. Okay. So he just take care of the home and family like anything. So with that, Naresh, you take your thing. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Smita. All right. So yeah, so as Smita said, so and I should not say it, but actually these are some of the secrets of financially rich people, what you are learning here. Why would I say? Because I haven't seen any of my coaches without having things on their calendar. So when I saw KD Nidhi, when I saw Pankaj Rachna, when I saw Rajesh and Ritu or Chetan and Vinita, or you can see your coaches here, like Mahesh and Shama, I'm pretty sure everybody's running the life by their calendar, right? If the things are on calendar, it's happening. If it's not on calendar, it's not happening. As simple as that. We keep our life very simple. We become very diligent in putting the task on our calendar. That is the most costliest real estate you will ever come in your life, is your calendar. Because if you can learn how to fill that real estate in a very wise way, you are going to be the first one in your generation to take the mediocrity out of your generations to come, right? And that's how we treat this business. That's how we think. We are the first one to take the generational mediocrity away, and for next few generations, they never have to worry about the things. Why? Because we are learning from some of the best minds here. When I saw Rajesh and Ritu opening a Google Calendar or calendar, when Pankaj says, let me see on my calendar, when KD says, oh, Naresh, I don't have any time on my calendar today, I start learning by observing that, I need to have a calendar. And the more efficient I become in filling my calendar, the more my life start becoming productive, right? In your job, you saw from 8 to 5, they always have things on your calendar. Why? Because they know calendars keep you productive. So if the calendar keep me productive in my corporate career, I should be very wise in filling my personal life calendars, right? Anything and everything which is important to me goes on there. Now, what is important? Sometimes you have to learn even how to define our priorities. So work with your coach, because if your priorities are messed up, even with the calendar, you will be one messed up guy. Because now if your priority is going on, hanging out on Friday night, watching a new movie or club, and Sunday this, Saturday this, for Monday somebody else's birthday, Tuesday somebody else's wedding, your life is gone. Trust me. And I learned one thing: none of them is going to pay my kids' school education fee. None of them are going to pay for my parents' medical bills. None of them are going to pay for my future life. So I become very wise in what priority should give. Now, it does not mean I don't attend weddings or marriages or anything else. I do everything, but only if it gets fit into my calendar. That's the simplest thing we did. If it fits into our calendar, our priorities goes. What are our priorities? Our priorities is family. Our family, when I say it's about Smita, me, Naresh, Smita, and 2 kids. Okay. Does not mean my extended family. Okay. Not everything takes in my calendar, but my job, I cannot do much there. 8 to 5 is booked. Outside of that, the priority goes on business. And sometimes, even family priorities go lower, right? Some my kids does not celebrate their birthday on the day they are born. Why? Because mom, dad has the meetings going on there. And I'm not apologetic for it, because when they go to Achievers, when they go on Amway paid trips, they love us much more, and they love Amway, they love Rajesh and Ritu more than us, because Rajesh uncle is the one who takes them to the that
Elephant
elephant
ride.
ride in, yeah, in Orlando. Rajesh uncle, Ritu uncle, and they spoil them more than our parents. We are ask ourselves a question: Are we really good parent? Because our kid does not want to move away from them. But we are so secure because they are with somebody, learning and spending time with people that we respect in our life the most. But that happened because we learn to prioritize from them how to prioritize our life. Right
Yes.
now, that is for calendar, but this is the beginning of the new year. So we definitely want to talk about, planning and then executing, because do you realize all the big companies have the plan? If you are working for any corporate, not only they plan for 1 year, or they plan for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I heard companies like Google plan for next 50 or 100 years. And no wonder they are at the proportion that they are. Now take it back to you, right? I just said, right, in my plan, hindsight is 2020. For first 30 years of my life, nobody asked me or nobody taught me how to plan for my life, how to plan a year for myself. People talk me about putting a resolution, which means nothing. Zippos, waste of time. Everybody sit and write a resolution without knowing why that resolution, what they want to really accomplish in life. Only after coming this business, the first time KD and Nidhi asked, so what is your plan for your life? And Smith and I was looking at each other's face. Two software engineers, highly educated, have no idea about what is the plan for the life. We had some fantasy thing. Oh, eventually, sometime we should have this or that and that. Nothing concrete. And see what we had to show in our life. Nothing.
And
That's
even
why
when
this.
they asked us to make a plan first, I thought like everybody is so slow in the business. We can go platinum in 1 year, ruby in 2 year, 3 year, emerald and 5 year diamond. Okay, and that was my plan. Actually, not my, our both plans. Okay, we didn't even know what it takes to create success. Okay,
Yeah, and see, planning was not wrong, right? Did people go faster than that? Absolutely. Can you go faster than that? Absolutely. But when you have a goal, you need to have a plan. You should plan the work. They say, you plan the work and then work the plan. That's all. As simple as that, right? Plan your work and then work on your plan. That's like success was that simple. But our problem was we know the goal, but we were not ready to put the detailed plan behind it. We wanted to go diamond. Do you know somebody who go ruby in 2 years? I bet you will find in. See, Amway is a business of exceptions. You will find all exceptional people here. I always love that. That there are people who are much more ambitious, much more talented, much more hardworking person than us, and that is called the growth environment. That's why we love this environment, because we are always stretched. We are always stretched out of our comfort zone. We love that part. And but that's what it was. But if you are living your life without really concrete plan, goal, and plan behind it, you're going nowhere. Trust me, don't feel bad about it, because all of us are coming from the same background, right? My
and the
family,
other
my mom did
mistake we
suicide.
did, right? Yeah, other mistake we did was like we made the plan, okay, and we never look into the plan. Okay, the month passed by, and then we are again ready with the next plan. Okay, and we did this for years, and guess what? We wasted years. Okay,
Yeah, you
so
make the
we are,
plan and you forget to open the calendar, right? You open calendar only next year, right? New year to
yes.
new year resolution. That's all. No
So
follow up in
number
between.
one thing, failing to plan is planning to fail. Okay, so first prepare the plan. The second thing, as Naresh said, plan the work and work the plan. Okay, that is very important. Third thing, if you have made something, some plan that is in alignment with your coach, then huddle every single week at least once or more. Okay, so that you can track your task and you can track your work. Okay, and when the month will end that way, you will feel so accomplished and you're so much looking forward for the next game plan. So everything is in your hand, and use it wisely, and you can see the success in next 2 to 5 years like you have never seen and never feel it before.
Yeah. And
Yes.
this is what that Napoleon Hill said, right? Any big accomplishment starts with a definite of purpose, right? So write down your why. Like if you want to attain certain goals this year, write down what is your why, what is your emotional why to attain that reason, why you want to do that. The a lot of time, a plan, when we talk about plan, everybody say, oh yeah, I have a plan. And I told KD, said, "Do you have a plan?" When he used to ask, I said, "Yeah, we have a plan." He says, "Okay, can you show me?" And the plan is only in my head. It's not on the paper. It's nowhere. It's nowhere, just in my head. And no wonder, the results was also in my head. It was nowhere to show. I was a millionaire in my head, but my bank account was not agreeing. That's the problem, right? So if I want to physicalize what I want to achieve, my plan has to be physicalized. It has to be on pen and paper. Second thing, we are high tech people. We want everything to be very fancy. We want very fancy calendar. We want very fancy planner. I would tell you one secret I learned: keep the thing simple. Call KISS, KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Just take up old pen and paper, blank paper, and can you write down your goal? What do you want to accomplish? Very simple thing. You don't have to run around, find out the best planner, the best thing, all right? Just make it simple. Keep it simple. Write it down. Write it down your plan on the pen and paper. Because that is the very first time they say a plan written is 50% accomplished. Can you write it down? Second, go and work. Two brain is always better than one. And the biggest strength of this business is your coach. Somebody who has gone through that path. I can tell you, if you ask Mahesh and Sharma in their sleep about going platinum, they will give you in 2 minutes, what it needs to go platinum. Why? Because they have traveled that path. Not only they traveled, they've taken so many people. You ask Rajesh and Ritu about international business, they can teach you everything about it. But the first start is, do you want to go there? And what is your plan? If you go to Rajesh and say, Rajesh, can you give me the plan? Well, I can tell you about KD and Nidhi. And KD is never going to give me the plan to go platinum. He will never, right? Because success is your personal decision. Nobody can make you successful. You have to take your own journey, right? They are the guide for us on the journey. They are not the one driver who's taking us on the journey, right? So I asked for the guidance. I asked KD, this is what I am thinking. Can you tell me what to do next? Because my thinking always needs to come first, and then my coach and my mentors start making the corrections in that. So I make the plan. I say, this is what my goal. I sit with my coaches. This is what I want to accomplish this year. Can you help me? Can you see my blind spots? Because that's why I need my coaches. That's why, so they look at my blind spot. They say, hey, have you thought about it? KD never said, do this. None of your coach will tell you, do this. Trust me. Or if they're telling you because you might be very new in the business, eventually they will say, okay, have you thought about this? They're not giving me answer. They're making me how to learn, how to think like that. They don't want me to, Rajesh Neetu don't want you to look like them. They want you to think like them, right? And that's the beauty. You can be your own personality, but you start thinking like them. And that's what makes you successful, right? So write down your plan. And once you have a plan, start breaking it down. What time? And put a timeline to it. A plan with no timelines means nothing. Put a timeline to your plan. And then start breaking it down. And once you break it down, then start tracking it. You cannot grow what you cannot track. That's the philosophy of life. You cannot grow what you cannot track. Remember, we asked people how many MG1s you did. The moment you start tracking your MG1s, a magic happens in life. You will start doing more MG1s. Why? That's how the business operates. That's how the universe operates. The moment you start tracking, you start knowing what I need to fine tune, where I need to do more. You have better things to ask to your coaches. What can I do to do more MGs? Eventually, what can I do to have more launches, right? And that's how the business grows. Okay. So everything starts with your goal, put a plan behind it, then work with your coaches, take the mastermind alliance with them, break it down your goals and start tracking it, and then huddle, right? Just having a plan, just having all those things in place does not mean a guarantee of success. Will the life will happen? Absolutely. And this is what the life is. The moment you make a very solid plan, your life is going to go to throw a curveball on you, because that's God's way of testing. Are you really ready to accomplish that goal or not? If you are able to take that curveball with grace, you are going to go places, right? Life happens for me, life happens for you, life happens for all my coaches. But I saw the grace they take it, the way they take it. They did not gone under the pressure, but they always come out of it, right? And that's what you have to be doing. So be in very good sync with your coaches. Talk to them, ups and downs or flats, anything goes. We are in very good communication with our coaches, right? And that's what will take you to the journey of accomplishing your goals. And once you accomplish, you will feel, it's not about the goal, but eventually, we say what you become while chasing that goal is much more worthwhile than what the goal you are going for, right? You become more valuable than your goal. And that's the journey we love, It gives me still goosebumps, of thinking about where we were and where we are going. The journey is so much more fantastic and wonderful. But I love every time it's spent. We're looking forward for this new year. It is a year of growth. We are going to have a lot more champions moving on to the new pens.